Yaga, Zaga, Yaga, ya. You know the vibes. You're rocking up yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. This is the morning source experience, man. Top of the morning. Good Monday to all, man. You see what I titled my thumbnail? I gotta start getting more creative with the thumbnails and all that. Give me a second on that. I will turn it to that stage in a second. But yes, the biggest fight in boxing is probably going to get announced real soon, right? And I was just thinking about something, man. Like when you watch Bud Crawford, right, and you watch Earl Spence, right, you see Bud Crawford. It's the reason why he's so sharp. It's the reason why he is who he is. He's constantly keeping his sword sharp, iron sharp as iron. If you notice, you always see Bud spawn the next generation greats. And me personally, I know why he does that. Because that's how he's staying sharp. That's how he's staying on point. These young lions are the ones that's going to be carrying the sport, and, real soon. And I'm only speaking on that because shout out to my guy WCS, man. I was on his platform last night in the chats. Great show he had. And I was commenting and going back and forth with a couple people in this chat, and I said how we had reached out to Spence for some work when we was in Texas. I said how we told him like, yo, bro, we want to test the waters, we want to spar, we want to this, that, and the third, things of that nature. They do the in-house thing, but I think more personally, this my personal opinion, they can't they don't want to work with us for the fact because of me, because of my relationship, my past relationships with them, and the things that they put out there about me. There's no secret, but you see how God has a way of always taking care of His chosen, and for whatever reason, I still managed to make it right. And so I think that's another reason why they don't really want to work with us, because it's a pride thing, because they don't want to admit that I was right. But yes, we reached out. We was in Texas. We got some good work. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson and uh, my guy, another good fighter down there. A lot of good fighters down there. We got some good work with the brother's name is slipping my tongue right now. Undefeated Olympian. He was on the 2016 Olympian team. Oh man, it'll come back to me, and I'll give him his flowers. But yeah, we was in Texas. We was looking for the Charlos. A lot of these guys, they just internet to me, man. For real, facts of life. They be on the internet. They be rah internet. But when you be in their towns and be around, it don't really go down. You know. But oh, quick draw. Shout out to Quick Draw, my guy Quentin Randall. We got some work with him. Um, like I said, marvelous Quillez. We was in Texas, man, but we reached out to the big fish, the top shotter. What, like he's trying to call himself the top shotter, the dun dada. Nowhere to be found, no man. But yeah, you got a big fight coming up, my guy, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. The work that you got leading into that fight with Ugas, this show, bro. Everybody's on YouTube, your fans, right? See, I'm not a fan. I'm Team Tucker. I'm a media marketing agent. But your fans are very delusional. They talking what you did, but they're not talking what you didn't do. You was getting touched up, my guy. This is just being honest, man. That's why Team Crawford, his coaches, they got a three-headed, four-headed monster team. Bomac, Saul, Red, Bernie. That's why they was salivating at the mouth. because they seen it. Everybody, all boxing people seen it. I spoke with numerous people in the industry off the record, and they all seen it, man. You was getting touched, man. Your flaws, man. It was a lot of flaws, man. You know, it was a lot of flaws. Salute to D Ray Promotions in the building. Good morning, my good brother. It was a lot of flaws, man. Like the boy was catching you, Ugas was catching you, and me, a couple other people, we spoke on this, man. They told Ugas, and this is just my opinion. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to accept it. But this is just my opinion. They told Ugas to stop fighting, man, to shut down. He was given the sign. He was given the sign because his coach, they came out guns a blazing. They was getting it in, man. And I think when your mouthpiece came out of your mouth and he stumbled you into the ropes, and Lawrence Dallas Coles, as I said, Dallas, that's where he's from. He screamed out, "Stop! Stop!" And the Ugas didn't stop fighting. Yo, shout out to T in the building, man. If Ugas didn't stop fighting, listen, I'm about to throw the link up, man. Are you guys home, man? Because I know it's early, man. You guys want to jump on real quick and drop some sauce? You guys are more than welcome, man. You don't have to stay on long. Just come on. I'm gonna put the link out there right now. I know I was be trying to get you brothers on. I know I was trying to get you. There is the link, my good brothers. That is the link right there. I just threw it up there. Man, feel free to jump on, man, and drop some sauce, man. But yes, right? He told him to stop. The man stopped fighting. It is what it is. But like I said, man, in this fight, he's gonna need that work, man. We've been reaching out, but you know how it goes, man. When you do somebody foul, Bud Crawford, it should be getting announced pretty soon. For this fight against Bud Crawford, right? You're gonna need that top tier work. Bud's been getting top tier work with all the young killers, and he stays sharp. That in-house shit is not cutting it no more for you, my guy, and it's showing. It's been showing. Like Ugas was touching you, my guy. They just told Ugas to stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna say this too. Let me say this too, right? While I'm, in my zone. Um, you right? They gave you the stoppage, but Ugas wants to continue on. Like that was it. Yeah, that whole fight, they had to make you get the stoppage. Ugas did his orbital bone, all that shit was broken. But then you see him like a month later, he looked fine, right? Fine. But he wanted to continue. The ref went to the doctor. They was trying to stop that fight from the jump, bro. They was trying to stop that fight from the jump to give you a stoppage. You didn't drop the man at no point in the fight, man. You never dropped him. But I can't say that for you. He buckled you, man. Had you stumble into the ropes. You stumbled into the ropes. And in doing so, the referee stopped the action. Like, yo, I'm still baffled by that, man. But it is what it is. Boxing is boxing. But yeah, like I said, man, this fight is gonna happen with you and Crawford. That in-house, what is the gym you train out of? World class boxing shit. The guys you done came up with through the Texas Golden Gloves and things like that. That shit is not gonna help you against Bud Crawford, man. You are going to need to get elite work. And I'm not saying that those in-house guys aren't elite, but they're not going to get you there for this fight, man. They're not, man. Oh, you at work, T? Damn, me too. But you know how I do. You know how I do. I'm a driver. I thought you was home, man. I seen you jumped on. Damn, I wanted to get you on, T. It's all good. We'll work something out, T. Shout out to my guy, T Dog, man. NYT, man. Very knowledgeable boxing guy. Yes, that should have been knocked out, man. That dude, man, that dude did the George Jefferson, man. Yeah, yeah, he did the George Jefferson, man. Facts, man. But yeah, man, he gonna have to get some elite work, man. And, we reached out to him, man. You know it is pride, man. They got too much pride, man. He gonna have to come see my guy right here, man. He needs to come see my guy, man. Right here. Let me get my guy up there. There he goes. He needs to come see him, man. Come see this guy right here. There he is. There he is. The Tucker. Tucker, man. Come get some of that work, man. You know, we not ducking no smoke. Come get some of this work, man. We'll get you ready, bro. We will get you ready. Cause you're gonna need it, man. You're gonna need it, man. I'm telling you, man. Fighting YouTube comedians and shit like that, man. That's not gonna cut it, man, for this one, man. It's not, man. You know, and the gimmicks and all that shit, that's not gonna cut it, man. Cause Bud Crawford's coming to hurt you, brother. He's coming to knock you the fuck out, man. Trust and believe that, man. He's coming to knock your block off, man. You know? He's coming to knock your block off, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that fucks with the IG pages and the different social media groups, man. I posted some vintage Pat Day sauce yesterday. Cause over the weekend I had time to just, I put a couple of videos together. So I was in the lab cooking up. It was extremely hot. So I was just in the AC chilling. We went to the pool yesterday, things of that nature. So I had time to play around. And I threw up some vintage Pat Day sauce. I was into my catalog, right? Cause yes, I'm Team Tucker, but I also do, like one thing about me, when I go to these fights and I see other fighters that I respect, that I fuck with, I chop it up with them. I do my interview things. Now more so I'm on my photography game, but I still do the interviews with different cats that I respect and that I, watch for years and years. So, media marketing agent, man. But yeah, I threw some vintage Pat Day sauce up there, man. And I'm only speaking on this because I want guys to know, man, this is a real grind. Like, you can't just do this. This is the easy part right here, right? And then if you fall into that hustle because you think you got a couple thousand people, 100 people in your lives that you're making a dent in the game, you're not. You know how you make a dent in the game? You get out here to these events. You make your presence really felt. Like YouTube is what it is. It's a hustle. It's a con game because streams could be purchased, but event presence can't be purchased. Like if you're not physically present at events, you're not there. But see, streams could be purchased. I have people every day hitting me up about different sites to boost my numbers, but I'm like, bro, I'm really not into that, man. Um, I'm not into that. Maybe once I go full throttle with my daughters, I'll do it for them. I'll do it for their videos. But me personally, I don't care because, like I said, if you don't listen, right? If you're not taking in the gems that I'm giving, that's on you. You know, it's a saying, right? I'm gonna tell you something. It's a saying. My people's always just said this to me. I can give you the game, but I can't hold your hand through it. You have to walk through it yourself. You have to walk through it yourself. Let's get my man D Ray in the building. D Ray, what's going on? Top of the morning to you, good brother.
You know the vibe.
What's going on with you, good brother? How you feeling this morning, man?
Man, I'm blessed, bro. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know me, man. Monday, another day, another dollar.
Man, more like a couple of them, bro. Go ahead.
Just grinding. You know how it goes. Just grinding. But I wanted to get on this morning and just speak on like sparring and getting ready for the big fight, man.
For who
Cause
getting?
like
Okay.
I said yesterday, um, on World Combat Sports'
I
chat,
seen that.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, yo, when you about to fight probably your your toughest opponent, you can that in-house sparring shit ain't gonna cut it, man.
Hey, man, bro. It seemed like everybody trying to help EJ out, bro. This shit is pissing me off, man.
Yo, man, it ain't that they trying to help him. Like
Man,
boxing,
no, bro.
boxing.
I'm just saying that people is bringing up the weaknesses that he got, the advantages Bud got. What I
Yo,
mean,
man,
bro.
no, yo, you know what it is. It's
Bro,
close
I
to
feel the setup, bro.
it's close to happening now. It's gonna the fight is gonna happen, and all of all the narratives always been for EJ, but as the fight is getting closer to being announced, people are saying like, he's good, but he has a lot of flaws, man.
Yeah. No,
You
and
know,
you're right. They are kind of saying that, but I'm telling you, Showtime, the worst thing, I ain't gonna say it's the worst thing, but I'm saying it's the thing that like got me I won't say the wrong way, but like I don't it's hard to explain, but I'm just saying that like when when Bud told him he was fat, bro, that's the worst thing I think, bro, as far as making the fight happen. I think that was the worst thing that ever happened, bro, because EJ felt him and he told him, he said, grab it again, son.
grab
I
it
said,
again, son.
bro,
Grab it again, son. Oh,
hey,
he
listen,
stayed.
bro. Even though EJ had an accident in the eye, he still has improved since that point, I believe. But go ahead, bro. I'm sorry,
Yo,
man.
listen. I'm gonna tell you, man. I talked to Bo Mac off the record, on the record, right? They've
Okay.
been they've been confident since day one,
Oh, I
right?
know that, bro. I
They
know.
they
I ain't.
see yo listen, they always see certain stuff, man. Yo, even it's look this picture that I just pulled up. Uh, Manny Salas seen stuff, and it showed. It showed, man. Manny Salas said he seen stuff, and it showed. Ugas was getting off. I don't care what anybody says.
Well,
Like
you guys is a good fighter, bro.
yo,
He ain't what they would call great, but he's good though.
Ugas was getting off, bro, and a lot of the Spence fans they don't want to admit it because they be in their feelings, man. Manny Salas said it, man. He said it. Ugas was getting off until he stopped fighting, until he shut down, until he got the orders came down. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you can't keep going like this.
Kind of like what happened with Kovalev and Canelo, huh?
Yeah, he shut down, man. I'm a stand on that. I don't care.
Probably
Like,
not that bad, huh?
yeah, the man shut down, man. You know,
The man's eyes shut down.
you know, like he stopped fighting, bro. He just turned into a heavy bag.
Yeah.
He just stayed in the pocket, let EJ just get off. But before that point, he was countering good. He was landing decent shots. He was firing back.
Hey man, so did y'all do that for real though?
You coming in a little muffled.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. No, I was wondering, did y'all do that for real? As far as trying to spar or something like that?
Hold on, say that again. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you're on a microphone or your phone, whatever. It's coming in broken up. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Better. Yeah, yeah, that's better.
I'm saying, was that sparring stuff true that you was talking about?
About yeah. We asked for the work. Yeah,
Man,
yeah. We just seen his uncle on today's Monday, Saturday at the fights, at the amateur fights, and brought it up again. Like, yo, man, you better tell him. Better tell him, man. You gotta get the real work for this fight, man. You gotta get the real work, man. And then we was in Texas before, not this camp, but the when we fought on the Eddie Berlanga card, we did a Texas tour. You know, we was in Houston. We got some work with Shakur. We got some work with Quentin Randall, Marquise. A lot of fighters down there. But we was looking for Charlo, man. We was looking for Charlo, man. We want the best guys, the quote unquote so called best guys, the pound for pound guys. That's who we be looking for.
Hey man, but when I seen you said that, I said, man, you know he ain't gonna do that, bro. He trying to keep both eyes at least until the fight.
Oh man, it's sparring, it's work, man. We ain't going in there to beat nobody up. We going in to keep you sharp, man. You know?
Like Combat said though, they got Marvelous Jarvis, so they good.
Yeah, I know. The comedian. The comedian.
Yeah, that's like me trying to get Buzz some work, huh?
Yeah, the comedian, man. Come on, man. You about to fight a killer, man. Bud is going out there to hurt you, man.
No,
You
he
know?
ain't, EJ. Don't listen to that, EJ. This is gonna be some light sparring, bro. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Listen, man, you gonna go out there. You gonna go out there and get hurt, man, playing around with Bud, man. Bud gonna hurt you, man. You can't listen to your fans, man. Your fans, but I don't even think they're his fans. They are his minions. That yeah, they are. It's the game, man. A lot of these channels that always talk good about EJ leech off of them. They leech off of them. Like they're not really reporting the sport. They just they're leeching off the sport and stuff.
Well, see, bro, to me, it seemed like um, unless you favor EJ, he really don't even want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
No. But listen, even the dudes that favor him, he don't even fuck with. How many of
I
these
know.
dudes? How
That's
how
what I'm
many?
saying. You
Yeah,
have to at
yeah, yeah,
least kiss all of his.
yeah, how many of these dudes that do 100 videos on him daily actually have content with him, actual real content? See, I can say it. I can go on my catalog and pull out interviews that I have with him, that I had with Derek James and all these guys before they tried to switch up and lie on my name and my character. But how many of these other channels actually that do all of these videos trying to persuade casual fans and people that don't know nothing about boxing about him have actual content with him? Not too many.
And that's a fact, bro. And that's the thing too, is that and they got mad at Bud for blocking them. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, bro, it's like 99% of y'all in the same damn boat.
Cause see, Bud knows the game, man. Bud knows half of these YouTube motherfuckers that sit around and talk boxing every single day. Don't be at no fights. They don't be at no events. And when they do come to the events, their energy don't be the same. They be wanting to take a picture. Oh shit, yo, Terrence. They be like, yo, Bud. They be wanting to take a picture.
Yeah.
They be wanting to take
But
a picture.
it seemed to me, bro, and I'm like excluding you and Combat because you know, uh y'all be in work mode. And I'm not saying just y'all, but I'm saying there's others too. But it's to me, most of the ones I seen, bro, it all look like they go there trying to be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
Put on
facts.
they finest stuff, throw they chain on, and want to be like, hey, I'm like, bro,
Yo, listen. Now you know what it is. Yo, I'm not gonna say the guy's name, right?
I know the name. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but
I,
just
don't say
recently,
it,
right?
man. I'm just playing, man. Go
All
ahead,
right,
bro.
yeah, yeah. Just no, no, just recently, I covered the event, right? And I think it was the Amanda Soriano. It was the Amanda Soriano, Katie Taylor presser, and a big time YouTuber guy, right? Um, See, my peoples was in there, so I had like you seen the pictures that I posted. I was damn near on the stage, so I was like getting good photos and all that. But a big time YouTuber guy, right, right. I'm not gonna say no names. He was there too, yo, and they fronted on him, right, yo, right. He
Who,
had
Amanda?
yeah, yeah. Not the like the people the for the credentials and all that.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
they fronted on him. I was right there. Me and my pops, man. Shout out to Champ Five. We was right there. We had they had yellow bands, they had green bands, and they had the purple bands. The purple bands, it was like you didn't have no restriction. You was just moving around. You know what I'm saying? The purple bands was like you was like a team member. You was on somebody's team or somebody's staff. So me and my pops had the purple bands on, right? Yeah, they gave my man the yellow joint, right?
Mm.
Yeah. And he was talking to my pops, right? And I was listening. I was right there. I was listening to what he was telling my pops, right? And it goes back to what you were saying, because he feels like that's what I try to say. Like YouTube is cool and all that, but he felt like he was a celebrity. He was like, "Yo, they act like they don't know who I am," right? So I was like, "Yo." I told my pops. I was like, "Yo," I said, you see how YouTube be fucking motherfuckers up? You having motherfuckers thinking they celebrities, bro. Like that shit don't hold no value. You got to put in real actual work.
Hell yeah. Ain't nobody coming to see them.
Bro. You got to put in actual work. But yeah, he told my pops that shit, and I laughed. Me and my pops laughed about. He called me yesterday, and we was talking about that shit, laughing. He was like, "Remember when dude said, yo, man, they acting like they don't know who I am.'
Like they don't.
They really don't, man. Everybody, like I said, that's what I be trying to tell dude. I be like, yo, YouTube and shit is cool, but you act like YouTube is ESPN, man. A thousand people is not a million people. Like a million people watch certain shit on ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, it was just funny, man. But like you said, dudes get YouTube celebrity status and feel like they're bigger than the fighters, bro.
Yeah.
They feel like they're bigger than the fighters, man.
Oh,
And
absolutely,
and
bro. It's
and
almost like they want the fighters to be fans of them. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
y'all got the game fucked up, bro.
they do. They do, man. They really do. They really do, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. The channels that's really heavy, they don't move like that. Like the boxing voice. Do you see the boxing voices growth? Like I love watching the boxing voice because I remember them. I remember Ness like covering EJ at the
Yeah.
Barclays
I
Center.
slowed down on that one, bro.
Yeah, because the boxing voices like they on some real syndicated corporate shit now, man.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just saying I slowed down because, like you said, I was heavy. But I think the reason I kind of really fell off, bro, is because I couldn't, like say like they dropped the phone number or something, bro. I could never get no call in, and I'm just like, bro, if I can't interact with y'all on YouTube, I just lose the motivation, man. But shout
Yeah,
out to the man, the homie, Strong Island Ice T, and I think Randy said he was out there somewhere too, bro.
yeah,
So
yeah.
go ahead,
Randy's in the chat right now. Yeah, Randy's up. Yeah,
working, keeping that product moving. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. I just why I like the boxing voice because I seen their growth, man. I remember covering like seeing them at the actual Barclays Center. Ness, this is Ness. Now Ness got a whole team, like a
Yeah,
real production team. But I just remember Ness out there covering EJ and Adrian Broner and these guys being disrespected just to see where he has taken it to.
yeah. See,
You
I
know?
think the first one I seen, Eddie Hearn kind of dissed him too, though. I think, right? But
Yeah, yeah, a lot of them dudes was dissing him, man. A lot of dudes. Adrian Broner used to diss him all the time.
yeah.
Um,
And
then
that's the
what's that?
thing, though. When you say, as far as like not really sweating fighter interviews, and I think that's Adrian Broner is a prime example of that. You know what I'm saying? And we see where he at now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
just
man.
like
He's out there, man.
And I was just saying, bro, that's part of the reason too. Like, I kind of, just kind of stay back a little bit, like as far as the, you know, everything go, bro. Cause I'm just like, I'm too old, bro, for somebody to sit up there and try to clown me like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
They'd be like, we gotta get him off the champ.
Yeah, that's
He
a
ain't
fact.
fighting fair.
Yeah, nah, that's truth right there. That's truth, man. But yeah,
But yeah, hey, bro. But hold on, I just want to say I wasn't saying no disrespect to him or nothing like that. I just was saying, me personally, I fell off. But the last time, I mean, bro, I think, and I'm not saying I did a whole lot, but like the last comment I made though, they liked it. You know what I'm saying? But it had to do. It wasn't even with boxing though, bro. That's what I mean. It was, but not really. But he had interviewed Easy E's son.
yeah,
And he was asking him about Crawford and Spence, and bro, he was breaking it down, bro. I was like, he actually know the fight game, bro.
yeah. Well,
He giving it up to Crawford, bro.
yeah, you gotta think. He probably grew up around it, man. He's a celeb. His father
Bro,
was.
listen, when he named his top 4 or 5 all time, he had Bud in it, bro. I was like, go
Yeah.
ahead, young fella.
Well, he probably, he probably grew up around it. Cause you gotta think his father was an icon, man. NWA, man. So
Oh yeah,
how many fighters and boxers? Like, see, people don't realize that shit. Like boxers, they're fighters and everything, but they like music,
oh they
you
love
know?
it.
Yeah, like they love this the same way fighters and like athletes love fighters. Fighters are the same way with different genres of music. Like they like you see how that's why Edgar Berlanga blew up so fast because he was able to get with Snoop Dogg, get with
Mm.
different other celebrities that was feeling his movement.
Hey man,
You
do
know
you agree with that stuff that they were saying about Jessica McCaskill?
what they said. I didn't see what they say about her.
Well, they kind of was saying that, like, I kind of think I heard her referred to earlier, like almost kind of like an Edgar Berlanga a little bit.
I don't. Yo,
I heard
she
that,
beat. Yo,
huh?
but she beat homegirl, man. The chick that she beat to become undisputed was no slouch, man.
Right. Oh yeah, she was an undisputed champion,
Yeah,
and
I
she beat her
can't.
twice.
Yeah, so she got stripes, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put her in no Edgar Berlanga status, and she
Okay,
got
but
losses. She got losses too, man.
right.
You know,
But that's
so
the
it's like,
game, bro.
you know,
Only 2 of them got unscathed, as far as I know, bro.
yeah.
You
So
know
it's
what I'm
like,
saying?
and Edgar Berlanga is just a whole different entity, man. Like they they seen they seen he got a little momentum with all those knockouts, and they just kept feeding them ducks and ran with it.
That's Bob
You know?
Arum.
Yeah.
Bob Arum, like, we is not gonna mess up that Puerto Rican money, bro.
Oh, they just ran with it, man. They put the he was the Puerto Rican Mike Tyson, all first round knockouts. You know what I'm saying? They just ran with it, man. See, boxing, right? Is big business, man. That's why I always say that shit. Like, dude be losing, thinking they controlling the industry on YouTube and all that. Like, man, boxing is $1 million industry, man.
Hey, bro, well, let me ask you a question real quick, man. I apologize. I know I'm going everywhere, man, but I couldn't get on nobody platform over the weekend, so I'm just all ready to roll. But check it out. I talked to my man Randy yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Bro, he was breaking my heart like this. He kept saying, Bud is the B side. I said, bro, Bud is not no B side, dude. I mean, you know, EJ might have the higher status, I guess I'll call it, in this fight, right? But he's not high enough to be able to say, and I know EJ didn't say this, but I'm saying fans or whatever, that Bud is the B side, bro. I said, bro, I don't think Bud been the B-side since he been with Bob.
Yeah, they need each
Even
other,
though he
man.
he fought champions, but go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
They need each other, man. And to me, to be honest with you, there is no A side in this fight, man.
Right. That's
They,
what I
yo,
was trying to say. And if it
listen,
is, let's go EJ's a A plus and Buzz a A. Or EJ's a A and Buzz a A minus. But this A side, B side, I'm like, bro,
yo,
there's no
there's no,
clear
yo,
line like that.
I say this respectfully to both of them. Like EJ is no blockbuster seller. He's not doing a million pay-per-views. That's when you're A side. When you're doing a million pay-per-views, you're doing numbers. He's not EJ's not doing numbers like that, man. So that narrative is so goofy to me. The only thing that could make him an A side is he has 3 of the belts. But at the end of the day, if we weigh it on that, Bud has way more accomplishments than him. Bud is an undisputed champion at 140. He was a champion at 135. So that's why I said there is no A side or B side in this fight. This is just 2 elite undefeated fighters, 2 of the best welterweight fighters that need to just fight, man. Now maybe if they fight and maybe if they fight.
You still there, bro? Uh-oh.
Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey,
I was saying that was Coach Reen on the scene.
yeah, on the scene.
Yeah, I was just saying there is no real A side, man. Like
That's all I was trying to say, bro. And he just kept going with that B side, man. I'm like, bro, I can't
everybody,
take that, bro.
listen, everybody wants to be Mayweather. Mayweather was an A side fighter. De La Hoya was an A side fighter. Canelo's an A side fighter. These modern fighters, they're not A side fighters. They're not doing numbers like that, man. In
Oh,
order to be
especially after Destiny done dropped that payola out there, bro.
oh yeah.
That combat.
In order to be an A side fighter, let's get Randy in here. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Damn. No,
Uh-oh.
I was trying to get him in here. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
Who, Randy?
Yeah. I was trying to get him in here. And, yo,
Okay, yeah.
in order to be an A side fighter, man, you got to do A side numbers, man.
Hey, he
You know,
coming in with the A side off the top, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm like,
here
man,
he
come
come.
on, bro. I've been
All
with
right,
him.
yo,
Hey, look,
yo,
check it out, bro. But we be having a good conversation, great conversation. And I think I'm kind of winning this debate. All of a sudden he hit me with that A side. I said, man.
I'm trying to get him in. He gotta connect his what's the name?
Okay.
It's not yeah. His what's the name's not connected. He's backstage, but I can't put him on. But yeah,
That's my guy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
there is no A side, man.
That's what all I was trying to say, bro. I'm like, dude, not in this fight.
You know how they
And that's why
and this is go
go
ahead.
ahead.
And this is no knock on Spence, right? Spence ain't did a 500,000 pay-per-view buys, man. How you an A side fighter, man? Like you don't sell yourself, my guy. Like how you A side? In order to be an A side fighter, an A side fighter is like no matter who he's fighting, the pay-per-view is gonna sell.
Right.
That's A side.
That's
Oh,
Canelo.
there he is. Here we got Randy in here. Randy, you are
Uh-oh.
in the building. You are in the building, Randy.
What's
Uh-oh.
going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, top of the morning, my good brother.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Listen,
do,
we got you in here. Yo, break it down why Earl Spencer's the A side. You got the
D-Ray
floor.
had to draw me in. All right, I got the show. D-Ray had to draw me in. Me and him been fighting long enough. He know what shot hit me with to make me holler.
Yeah.
So,
And
go ahead. Go ahead.
they get the
You
shot,
got
made
the
me holler.
floor.
But what we was talking about last night was he was saying that it's in his eyes probably an A and a A plus, but it ain't no A and no B side. But
Yeah.
I was trying to help him to understand that at this point, it's got to be an A side and it's got to be a B side. And I understand Bud been an A side. I'm gonna say all his career. Earl may have been a A side much of his career, but when you start talking A side and B side, all the accomplishments are out the door. First of all, what make you an A side is who paying the bill. B side on at the A side, the man, but who's he paying it for? See what I'm saying? Who's the sponsor? Okay, whoever the sponsor is, whoever they sponsoring, that's the A side. And like the example I gave him is, that's just like if you invite me to your house, Showtime, you say make yourself at home. Okay, I understand my barriers. I don't have total run of your house. When I get ready to use the bathroom, I can't just go in your room and use the bathroom, or I can't just go to your refrigerator, open the refrigerator, and get whatever I want out of it, because I don't have that right. So as an A side, A side call the shots. Yes, I will bend with you a little bit. I will meet you halfway. But at the end of the day, I'm the A side. I'm controlling the situation. I'm footing the bill. Not only that, we're not talking about past accomplishments. Not only that, Earl coming to the table with 3 belts. He coming to the table with 1 belt. So how you get a man that's got 1 belt, A side, over a man with 3 belts? Now you're starting to talk about what he did in the past, but that's the past. We're talking about the fight tonight. Not, it ain't coming on tonight, but we're talking about the fight right now. So that is what make Crawford the B-side. It's no slight to him, because I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think. But that ain't got nothing to do with who footing the bill, because the A-side got to foot the bill. Think about when Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya, and that's famously can say A side, B side. We all know Mayweather was the A side. We feel like he was. He's the better fighter. He was the better everything. But Oscar was the A side, because Oscar chose the ring. Oscar chose the venue. Oscar chose the location. Oscar chose the gloves. Oscar chose how much money Mayweather got paid. That's what the A side do. Look at the recent situation with Devin Haney and George Kambosos. We know, even though Kambosos had the belts, we in our hearts felt like Devin was the superior fighter. So we could easily say Devin was the A side, but Devin was not the A side, because Devin didn't call the shots, because Kambosos' team was putting this together. That's why he got this jacked up deal he got. So that's what I was telling him about A side and B side. This has nothing to do with the fighter and his accomplishments. It has something to do with what's going on at that particular time and who's controlling the purse. Think about Metro. Think about when the Zone or Oscar De La Hoya want to work with PBC, and then they saying, okay, your fighter can come over here, but we paying the bill. Well, I think it should be a joint venture. No, y'all could pay for it, or we could pay for it. And if y'all pay for it, we don't have no problem with being the B side. Even Mayweather done said that about Tank. I have to bring the fight up to you, but even Mayweather done said that about Tank. If y'all want to pay for it, we'll be the B side. I ain't got no problem with it. But if we pay for it, we the A side.
Bro, but if it was that simple, then how come Bob wasn't able to make the fight though, bro? That's what I don't understand.
Make the fight with who?
With EJ.
He didn't want to pay the money.
Him. He ain't
he didn't want to pay the money. You talking about Bob and why Bob didn't want to make the fight with EJ?
No, I'm saying, why wasn't he able to? I'm sure he wanted to make the fight, bro, but they was not negotiating.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out who you talking about now. Why was it?
Go ahead, bro.
Say it one more time, because I'm trying to make sure I'm talking about the right people. Are we talking about Bob and Earl? Are we talking about Earl and Spence? Bob, why was Bob not able to make the fight with EJ?
Yeah. Al, dude, hold on. I'm just saying this. Al was not going to allow, like you said, if Bob said, okay, I'm going to put the money up for the fight, I don't think that he was going to allow him. He was going to give him permission, his own big fish, the ability to cross the street to go over there, bro, because he
Why
got too
not?
much to lose.
Why not?
Hey, check PBC
Bob didn't
record
want to pay the
against.
money. Bob didn't want to pay the money. Bob don't like to pay. That's everybody know he got a record for not wanting to pay. Terrence got all that money because he was getting back pay money. And he was scared of the lawsuit. If Terrence hadn't been suing him, he wouldn't have got paid.
There wasn't no lawsuit till
Because
after the fight, bro, until after his contract was up.
Bob was finessing Terrence Crawford. Bob was finessing him. Bob don't like to pay. And he
So you saying that
like,
Al not so you saying that Al's not finessing PBC fighters?
I mean, he paying them well. He could be finessing them, but he paying them well. We
Man,
know Bob got a track record for not wanting to pay. That's why a lot of fights Terrence Crawford didn't get made because Bob don't want to pay. And then these boys ain't gonna fight for nothing. He'll pay Terrence Crawford, but he's not gonna pay his opponent.
Yeah, Rand, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Randy. You said Bob don't like to pay, but Bob paid Sean Porter's biggest guaranteed purse fighting Bud.
Oh, good.
Why? But that was after that. But watch this pool. But that was after the rigmarole came from it, because initially Bob said it was $1 million fight, and that was it. Crawford said, Porter said, I'm not fighting for $1 million. He offered Thurman $1 million, and you know for yourself, neither one of those boys they've been surpassed $1 million.
Yeah, but listen,
$1 million. So he got to give.
I want to say this, Randy. You know why he offers them $1 million? Because if you check their records, their guaranteed money they getting from PBC is that. Is that
too?
And we can't. And when it comes to all this back end pay and what they getting underneath the table, that can't be proven. Only thing that could be proven is what they are getting paid guaranteed. So Bob is a businessman. You can't run that game on Bob like, oh, I made a guaranteed $1 million, but then Al Heyman gave me $5 million underneath the table. Prove it to me. You can't prove that to me. Only thing you could prove to me is that you got paid $1.1 million for a fight.
What's on paper?
I
right?
don't really. But I don't. Like I said, you got me now, because I don't really keep up with the purses when it comes to the fighters, unless I'm trying, unless it's out there. I just know that Bob tried. Crawford, if I'm not mistaken, Crawford was closer to $3 million. If I'm not mistaken, because Crawford, but what I'm saying is when he told Crawford $1 million, and he was like, no, I'm not sure exactly the amount, but I vaguely remember Crawford saying, I make $3 million. So he gonna offer me $1 million? A slap in the face. So I know they got to be making more than $1 million. They got to be making more than $1 million. I don't know exactly how much now. I don't know exactly how much. I mean, I would have to Google it because I don't know exactly how much, but I know they're making more than $1 million on the paper.
Yeah,
you got to think guys in lower divisions making that $1 million. Right. So them boys got to be making more than $1 million.
See, bro, but that's the thing though, right? Is that, like you said off the top, and my man Showtime, everybody that know boxing know that it's a small community, bro. So it's not millions of people that's talking about it. It's thousands, but it's not millions. But and it's the same pot most of the time, and it's like when you get a Manny Pacquiao to bring people from the outside, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, Jake Paul, Floyd Mayweather, and then that's when you can say something like a side, but if they talking about Jerry Jones got to buy seats, go ahead.
You're missing the difference in A side and B side. You trying to use A side as the popularity or the
y'all got the popularity, bro.
Hold on, or the past accomplishments of a fighter. It's not that.
That counts.
It's not that. It counts, but it don't make you the A side. It don't make you the A side. It's the man that's paying the bill that make you the A side. I just showed you that
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Paying the bill. Steven Espinosa is going to be paying the bill for this. And he's
Wait,
on
who?
record saying Steven Espinosa, Showtime, is going to be paying the bill for this fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on record stating that this fight isn't as big as Mayweather Pacquiao.
It's
So
not. He said.
so he's letting you know right there. Is this ain't no A side B side fight by that statement right there.
What he said is not as big.
It's not, the fight is not as big as
Didn't I tell you that, D-Ray?
Mayweather
I've been
Pacquiao
telling you
fight.
that.
Yeah.
D-Ray.
But
Didn't
I knew
been
that
tell
too,
you that
though,
fight
bro.
was big? But now let me go back to you, Showtime. Just because it's not as big doesn't mean you don't have an A side and a B side. You gonna always have an A side and a B side in a fight. Always. Whether you got a roach fighting a spider, you gonna have an A side and a B side. If the roach promoter bring
I'm just saying,
fight, he the A side.
I'm just saying this, Randy. In order to have an A side and a B side fight, right? An A side fight is basically carrying the fight. It doesn't matter who the B side opponent is. The A side fight is carrying the fight.
The A side fighter supporting the fight. They the one putting on the event. The B side fighter is there to make the event legal to have. What I mean by that is, it's like playing basketball. If you got 4 men, you need 5 to make it legal. So that's what the B man is. He making the fight legal. It's no slight to the B side fighter. There's no slight. That's not saying that's why I gave you that example of De La Hoya and Mayweather. We all know Mayweather was a superior boxer over De La Hoya. When y'all agree? Yes. But he was the B side. Terrence can be head and shoulders over Earl. But if Earl man is supporting is putting on the fight, then that make Earl the B side. I mean, if Earl man is putting on the fight, that make Terrence the B side. Terrence can have skills light years ahead of him. It's almost like this. Check this out. This is a good one here. Check this out. Say we got kids, right? We got kids around the same age. We live in the same city, right? Say my kids hang out with your kids. But now let's bring it to the point that they don't know each other real well. They just meeting each other to hang out with them, right? When you come to pick my child up with your child is in the front seat, right? With you, correct?
Yep.
You're not gonna my child can't make your child get out the front seat and get in the back seat, even though I'm gonna just say my child is bigger than your child. You know, my child's 6'2", yours, I'm no slight, yours 4'11". You feel what I'm saying? So naturally, my child would need more room to push the seat back. But you like, hold on, this is my car. You better get in the back and turn your feet to the side and sit sideways. This my car. This my child. This is the A side. You don't make no demands up in here. Or my child come out and say, let me drive. No, this is my car. You don't make no demand.
Now, that's what I'm saying. So far.
No, it's real. That's the A side and the B side.
Hold on, bro. But I just want to say this though.
Better. Go ahead.
Hold on. Yeah, I just want to say this now. If you're entrusting me to take your child from here to there, right? And I can see that your child is visibly uncomfortable sitting in the back.
I know that, D-Ray.
Hold on. I'm just saying, I'm going to tell mine, get in the back. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense, bro. Like, say, like, you know, and that's just like me trying to tell somebody 400 pounds, get in the back, bro. That don't make no sense. We'll be rolling down the street doing the willy.
No. I just use that for the simple fact that you can't, even if Crawford have the skills over that man, you still can't demand to be the A side because I'm paying the bill. I don't have no skills, nowhere close to you, but I got the money. You already know how the rule go, huh?
But yeah, Randy, I want to say this, Randy, right?
Go ahead.
Spence and them is the A side, right? That's established, right?
Yeah.
So now when Crawford comes to them, right, since they're paying the bill, right, and
Yeah.
Crawford knows his value, right? Maybe he's not saying he's the A side, but they're fronting the bill, right? If
Yeah.
he demands the money or asks for the money that he feels he's worth, it's the A side's job to accommodate him. Maybe the A
If
side's not paying their own A side fighter that type of money. That could be the
if
problem too. But see, people don't want to discuss that.
Shots fired.
They
if
don't
they
want
feel like
to. They don't want
if
to.
they feel like
They don't
he's
want to.
worth
They
it,
don't want to discuss that. But that's where all the money's coming from. See, that's a whole nother avenue we could travel down. You know, since we want to
it,
talk A side, B side, these so-called A side fighters ain't really making A side money.
but you got to also remember it, you can have something that's worth more to you than it's worth more to you than it's really worth.
You know,
Remember that 83 Honda Accord? Remember that 83 Honda Accord? It ain't worth for $3 grand. It ain't worth for $3 grand. Now on the West Coast, you can get 5 for it, but it ain't worth for in between 3 and 5. But you possess it and you feel special about it, so you said it's worth 20 grand. Now somebody can pay you 20 grand, or they can walk away. Now if they walk away, that's your choice to gamble because you feel like it's worth more than it actually worth. So it's Terrence's job to gamble and say, I'm worth 20 million. But the fight ain't gonna generate that kind of money for me to give you 20 million. But it's bigger than sliced bread. It might be bigger than sliced bread, but the bread prices ain't going like that now. So I mean, we can't pay you that. Then you can argue we paid Canelo, you paid Canelo Alvarez 50 million. But you got to understand something. They buying Canelo Alvarez's face. They paying whatever it takes. They got people investing whatever it takes to keep Canelo face out there. So that's a different case. But if the fight ain't worth it, I can't give you 20 million. And I'm just using numbers, not Showtime. I can't give you 20 million and the fight don't do but 18 million, or the fight don't do but 20 million. Then nobody get paid but you. It's a business, baby.
Hey,
Business.
go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. I'm done.
No, man. I'm just saying, bro.
Listen. All I'm saying is, right, the narrative has been this is the biggest fight in boxing.
Facts.
So, right, that's the narrative. That's all I'm saying. And you just, I'm not disagreeing with you. EJ is the A side, right? Now, if this is the biggest fight in boxing, the so-called biggest fight in boxing is not going to generate no money. Granted, EJ is the A side, but it be the B. All he's saying is he wants to be paid. This is the biggest fight in boxing. It's not going to generate that type of money.
We don't know because the boxing community ain't big as you think it is. It ain't big as you think it is.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. That right there was a gem. Right, I'm glad you said that, man. That right there was a gem. It ain't as big as what people saying it is. That right there was a gem.
Yeah.
And that's what the industry is telling us. That's why they saying they don't want to pay like that.
Yeah.
And who was the guy that said that they did not want to insult Bud by offering him less?
Oh, that was Randy
Smith.
That was Tim Smith.
Right.
He's like,
but hold on, and one more Showtime. Who was the guy that said if the fighters want to make the fight, they can make the fight? Was that Brown? The guy that
that was Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, yeah. Tom Brown.
Said rewind that. Go ahead, Randy.
You got it, Randy. Go ahead.
So what now? I missed it. What I was cooking on.
Yeah, no, hey, whatever you want to cook on, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Randy. You got it,
Just
man.
keep that rig on the road.
Now, Ashley ain't got out of there yet. I had trouble starting it this morning, man. Now the air conditioner messing up. Boy, I tell you, it's a mess, man.
Sound like PVC.
Jump start the air conditioner.
What you say, D-Ray? Sounds like the PVC.
Yeah. You got to fight, except the air conditioner ain't working.
Listen. That's funny that you said that. Listen, I ain't gonna disclose the fighters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fought on the PBC card and they fought on the top rank card. They, when you get picked up from the hotel and the car service, right? They said
Yeah.
that they said the PBC picked them up, right? And they picked them up in the I think it was they said it was they had the Suburbans. And they said they didn't have no air or some shit in the Suburbans, right? Yeah, they said when they fought on the top rank car, top rank came with the Sprinter vans. They said, God damn, man, we got AC Sprinter vans.
They was
I ain't
like,
going
I
back.
didn't know we supposed to have AC, huh? I
When
didn't
it's
know we
hot.
supposed to have AC.
Yeah. That's
That's
why
all right, man.
I had to laugh at that, D-Ray. That was funny,
Yeah.
man. Oh
Yeah,
Hey,
but,
man.
Randy's my
just look
man though,
around.
bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Just look around your community, Showtime, and and see how many boxing fans that you actually can say boxing fans around you. And you know how to find boxing fans, not just the man that think that know who fighting, know Roy Jones fighting tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how many. It ain't many. I live in a neighborhood probably. Uh, I wasn't scared to say probably 60 houses,
Yeah.
maybe 60 houses. I'm probably the only boxing fan out here.
Man.
Yeah, that's probably true too. I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you know
because
why
I
a lot
see
of
people. Go ahead.
boxing fans, because remember, you got to remember back in the day, boxing used to be on ABC, Channel
Yeah,
5, on regular basic cable.
on the radio.
Yeah.
That's what we came up on.
Yeah,
So now, there's so many other things to entertain you out there. You got, I think you got either came up on boxing or you got to have your dad, uncle, somebody like that kept
Yeah.
you into boxing or got you into boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like
it's rare.
yeah.
So that's why they ain't as big as we think. You know, this
Nah.
fight ain't as big as we think. It's big to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's big to us, but it ain't big as we imagine it is.
Yeah.
see, but that's the thing though.
Go ahead, D-Ray.
With me, I just want to say this real quick, Showtime. But I just want to say, I don't call the fight the biggest fight because I don't know, right? But I do call it the best fight. But
Yeah.
I think that it has an expiration date on it, and if they don't fight November or whatever, I think that is expired, and that you're gonna have one of the young guns like a Haney and Tank or Shakur. Somebody else's fight is gonna actually probably be better. So I don't
Surpass it,
necessarily say
yeah.
it's the biggest. I just think it's the best right now. Go ahead, Showtime.
Yeah, you hit the hammer on the nail right there, cause like the more they waiting and waiting, the Tank Davis Devin Haney fight is blossoming into be
Right.
a better fight, man. Cause here you
Yeah.
have two young killers, man. One who's considered a knockout artist, the other one who's considered one of the most skillful fighters. That fight is building up right now, man.
Hearns and Leonard.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
hope I just hope they they supposedly they're at the table. It's close to being done. I just hope they just get it done, man. All the hurdles are the I's and the X's is crossed, and we get this fight, man. Because people been talking about this fight. Like I was talking to Al Mitchell. This is
Yeah.
probably one of the best fights in a while for boxing fans that actually grew up on boxing, follow boxing. We got to get that fight, man. Two of the best welterweights from it's been a long time that we had two great elite welterweights. I think the last time might have been if I'm not mistaken, Trinidad and De La Hoya, man.
Ooh.
yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna happen, man. I think we're just in a generation now that we want everything to happen right now, and not only do we want everything to happen right now, we're seeing something we ain't never seen before. Like we ain't never seen deals being made. We ain't never seen it behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like if this had been in yesteryears, you'd have heard about the fight that might happen, or we'd have been like, they need to fight. And then we'd have heard
Yeah.
every now and then, you know, we seen them talking at the MGM Grand when such and such fought. But I think it's gonna be a fight, man. I'm crossing my fingers, and you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll be going through all that.
See,
But
bro,
now with social media, it's real time now, and everything happen. We know it. You know what I'm saying? If they back and forth, go ahead.
No, I just want to say that we think we know it, right? We got people saying, "Oh, sign the contract," and I say, "Bro, what contract, bro? Look, they had an email championship, and once that fell by the wayside, then they came up with the air contract. Bud, sign the contract. Ain't no contract, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Randy was right. You're right. It's just that the era that we're in now with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, social media, it's so easy for people to just jump on the internet and speculate, make stuff up, talk about stuff. Like back in the day when the fights was being made, it was basically, you know, phone calls. You know what I'm saying? It was telegrams, shit like that. But now, in the modern time, you know, everybody's on the internet. Like when we shut this live down, we could jump on our phones and go on Google search, go on YouTube, go on anything, and just read something, look at something. Like you couldn't do that back in the day.
Or we can go to Wikipedia and make it up.
Exactly. So you feel me?
Yeah,
so now it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah,
and when you got something new, you don't really know how to handle it because you don't really know how it works. You feel what I'm saying? We know how social media works, but you know what I'm saying? Because eventually somebody's gonna come out. And start breaking this stuff down, and then we'll have a formula to go by. Like, okay, now y'all niggas know not to trust that there because this didn't happen and that didn't happen and it ain't doing this, and you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We will have a way to break it down, but right now we don't have a way to break it down. We just got to go with the narrative of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they said it's gonna be a fight. They said it ain't gonna be a fight. It looked like they signed it. They didn't sign. You know what I'm saying? We just got to go with that. So I think eventually we'll see what it is. And everybody was on Bill Haney head for disclosing the term sheet with that Gary Russell issue. But he really was putting us on game, and we ain't never seen that before. So now we're gonna bash him because 9 times out of 10, we as people, we always lash at or think negative about something we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We want to think the worst.
I just think with that fight, right? That fight could have happened, right? But once they took it to YouTube and there was so many YouTube negotiators, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't actual lawyers involved and the people that really take care of it. That's what threw that fight for the loop. Because that fight was cooking. That fight was brewing up. But once all the YouTube negotiators and the YouTube advisors got involved, it went left, man. And rest in peace to Batman, because I'm gonna say rest in peace to Batman. Batman did a good job of getting that fight, riled up, man. That fight had some wheels on it, man.
It did. It really did.
You know,
he was out here doing the leg work for it.
Yeah,
and he was holding it down, man. So, I mean, but we're gonna get better at it, man. It's still new to us.
Yeah,
this side of it is still new to us. The business side is new to us. We've been watching the fight all our lives.
Yeah.
But the business side, we haven't quite got that yet.
No. See, bro, I mean? But what I wanted to say real quick was because you brought up the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd fight, and I think that where the frustration comes in is with the fans of social media, is because everybody looked forward to the fight, But by the time they fought, it was expired, bro. It
Yeah, man,
wasn't the fight,
they was
that
old.
it could have
Yeah,
been.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a fact. 5 years, man. It took 5 years to make that fight, man. That's a presidential term and a year. You know what I'm saying? 5 years, man.
Yeah.
A new president was in office, man, to make that fight, man.
Yeah. Right. They
You
went
know?
from Obama to Trump.
Yeah, 5 years, man. And we're seeing the same thing with the Spence Crawford fight, man. When I think about the Spence Crawford fight and I see this damn trilogy with Triple G and Canelo, we should be on a trilogy with Spence and Crawford right now, man.
Facts.
We should be on a trilogy with them. You know,
Because and here's my thing too,
yo,
bro.
listen,
Is that
we got the trilogy with Wilder, Fury. We about to get the trilogy with Canelo and Triple G, and we still haven't had one Spence Crawford fight.
And you know the thing that's crazy with that, bro, is that Wilder and Fury had to go to court, and they still got 3 fights in 3 years.
Fights.
You know what I mean?
Three fights, man. 3 fights, bro. Three. And look, they chilling now. But neither one of them thinking about fighting right now. So just imagine if Bud and EJ did that, man. They would, they probably be moving like Tyson and Wilder, not even thinking about boxing no more, man.
Right, going to the WWF, huh?
Yeah, man. Yo, listen though, I see these dudes giving me the signal. My shit is loaded up, man. I'm about to yeah, man. You guys listen. Randy, man. Oh man, somebody. Oh, hold on. Oh, Randy tapped out. Damn. But we about to wrap it up, Randy. Definitely jump back. I'm gonna try to jump back on tonight at 5, man, or this evening, man. We'll pick this back up, man. Salute to D-Ray Promotions. Shout out to Randy Smith. Salute to NYT, man. You know, great boxing dialogue this morning, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that sauce. You know, like we always say, you know the vibes.
Shalom.
You guys be good, my brothers.